All healthy food is not expensive.
Yeah, you know what it do. You want no one, I want no one but you, my love.
What's good, you guys? I'm Nilsa and I'm going to talk about cheap, healthy foods. Okay, listen, every time I talk about eating healthy, there's somebody in the comments talking about
eating healthy is too expensive. Not everyone has access to healthy foods.
Stop. The thing that I would love for people to do is not automatically come at you with excuses, but ask for solutions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you some solutions. Let me start by saying that anything in life that's worth it will not be easy. Otherwise, everyone would do it. Changing my diet was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. First, you have to decide to change. I had to decide that I was going to either continue down this nasty, filthy road of unhealthy living, bad skin, messed up stomach, all of these problems, or to change my eating habits and be a healthier person and be happy and have energy and get clear skin and live longer and not have all these problems. If you do not get your mind into it, you will not change. You will always come up with these excuses or say,
I'm going to continue to eat this way because I deserve it.
Now you deserve some treats, but I'll get into that later. Next, once you have your mind set, look up recipes and come up with a plan. Google cheap, healthy recipes. Go on Pinterest. Pinterest is a great tool to use for literally everything. They have people literally coming up with anything you can think of. It's on Pinterest. If you have specific diet restrictions, like for me, I was looking up gluten-free recipes or vegetarian or vegan healthy meals. Like you can find literally anything. Put cheap, healthy meals. Cheap meal prepping. Come up with a plan, y'all. Next, start. You gotta start. I would suggest tweaking your current food. Start by swapping out unhealthy foods with healthier options. Fried food, for instance. Oh, I don't have to fry my food. I can bake it. That'll be easier for me. I started out by swapping ice cream for smoothies, candy for fruits, things like that. Also, to make the transition a little bit easier, start in either 2-week or 1-month increments. Let's say you stop eating fried food first. I'm gonna stop eating fried food and then 30 days later, I'll take out candy bars. Now, personally, when I started, I did not give myself any cheat days because I felt like that was the easiest way for me to fall back to my bad habits. I do suggest that everyone come up to something that's realistic for you, and that way it'll feel less like a chore. So for instance, if having a cheat day every 3 days or once a week will work for you, go ahead and do that. Do it. Some people like to stick to the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time you eat good, 20% of the time you have whatever you want to have. Now, if you are getting any value out of this video, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe. Keep getting this content. Next, seek alternative options. Now, I have heard people say,
what if you don't live by a grocery store?
We got options. We got options. You can buy from a produce, a farmer's market. You can order groceries online now. There are companies that will even ship you ingredients for specific meals for you to make. In addition to that, there are companies that will ship you meals that are already made. All you gotta do is heat them up. You got options, boo-boo. Then of course, some people will comment,
what about the people who got a bunch of kids?
Some of these companies offer meals as low as like $3 per meal. Some of these companies will also offer reduced meal options for lower income families. Imperfect Foods, for instance. In addition to that, there are companies that will provide you money off and free shipping just for trying them. You got options. You start adding up, oh, I got 5 kids. It's cheaper to get fast food, so I'm gonna get them $5 meal 3 times a day. That adds up. I don't know why y'all don't. In addition to that, you don't necessarily have to use these services for the entire month. You can use them every other week. It's going to take some time to do research and planning, which brings me to my next suggestion, which is preparation. When you don't plan things out, it is so much more easier if you just grab something that you shouldn't be eating. For me, I plan my food out for me and my family for the week, and then I make a list, make sure I have everything calculated, and then that way I get the foods that I need for the week and I know exactly what we're going to be eating. Plus, I make most of our meals from scratch. Also, I was meal prepping. I really got to get back into doing that. And I would do it on Sundays and Wednesdays. Some people like the meal prep once a week for the whole week. I don't like my food sitting in the refrigerator made for a whole week. So, and lastly, be dedicated. You have to remind yourself why you're doing it in the first place so that can be your reason to keep going. This is a journey. This isn't a fad or a trend or something that you just do temporarily and stop and get back. No, eating healthy and being healthy should be a journey. If you're hanging out with your friends or family, or you go out of town and you have a couple of days where you're just eating like crap, don't give up. Just pick up where you started from and keep going. Please stop giving yourself excuses as to why you feel like you can't do something and start seeking solutions. Until next time. Mwah.